All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Next up, double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well, being a great example for his younger brothers in his truth and a sincere argument throughout the four winds, pushing his word in all truth, righteousness, sincerity. It's your brother Taziah back at you with another lesson, not a one. Brought Taziah be edifying to the Lord's elect. Um, basically going into, um, man, we, hey, we must suffer, man. Okay, suffering is part of prophecy. Okay, suffering is part of prophecy, man. Okay, and not just the awakening, into this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which the Lord is, which the Lord giveth. According to, I want to say, John, where it says the Lord, um, awakest thou that arisest out of sleep, and the Lord shall give thee light. Speaking to you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, give you light to see what's basically going on, man. Okay, to see what's the truth, all right, the facts of the matter, um, that you're an Israelite according to the Bible, um, and that you must come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. But with that being said, part of this light is understanding. Also, that, man, we're gonna suffer, man. All right, suffering is part of prophecy. All right, and the quicker you can understand that, the better off you'll be, um, because this thing isn't a fun playground. It's not a thing of but we have joy. We enjoy doing this. Being in this ministry and doing this work. Lord willing, we are the numbers. We are numbered with the elect, man. All right, but the point is, um, suffering, man. Okay, the Lord definitely will put you in a situation where you'll have to suffer. Okay, because you be praying for more patience, more of this. And the Lord will actually put you in situations to prepare you, to receive that, and you just have to continue in the faith, through the tribulation, because the tribulation is really the building, of the faith, man. All right, because it's what it says, faith, work of patience. Okay, and let me get that. Faith, some knee injuries, like it. Faith, work of patience. It's James 1:3, and it reads. It says, knowing this, that the trying of your faith work of patience. So like, you don't know what the fuck. It says, it's James 1:2 says, my brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, and them temptations going into what them afflictions, you know, um, the different situations where you being tempted, so to speak, and but the goal is to stay in the spirit, man, and work patience, man, show patience, and because you don't want to make no rash decisions, you don't want to find yourself in the goddamn loophole as well too. You know, you just going in the same circle, and it's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be like that. But you having that patience and actually taking a breath and gathering yourself in that reasoning, through that suffering, man, you can overcome it, man. All right, through the patience, through the faith of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, you take a deep breath, you calm down, you call on the names, pray on it. You can call a brother. Um, Different situations, different. The Lord has different avenues for you to, you know, expel that off or to basically escape it, man. Okay, because now it's almost well, it is, man. It's situational down there. The attacks are down there. It's so frequent. From moment to moment. That's what I meant to say. The attacks are now momentarily, man. Like they happen moment to moment to moment almost, man. All right, and you have to be able to stay in the spirit and recognize that. Seeing that, the brothers put some heavy videos in the group chat today. The elders was going in, um, on recognizing Satan, so for lack of better terms. But I'm speaking on the tribulation, the suffering. All right, when the Lord sick Satan on your ass, man, and um, you know what I'm saying, and them troubles begin to come in, man. You still have to. It's a fight. You still have to um, throw blows, man. So to speak, in the spirit, you still have to um, um, use that, as the elder went into, as a repetition, man. All right, use that as um, fuel for the faith, man. All right, and through that, you doing that, the cause and effect of it is that you've been delivered from that situation. All right, or the Lord start opening doors for you, man. Start opening things and start to allow you to pass on to the next, basically the next challenge. But the Lord allows you to escape that temptation, man. But count it all joy, man. That's why you have to understand, man, that this is part of the the ministry, and it's part of prophecy, man. It's part of this. It says, "My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience." Right? It says, "But let patience have her perfect work." Salakia. "Let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfected, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing." That's right, man. You want to have the whole thing. You want to be whole throughout the whole situation, so to speak, man. So you have to let patience, have its perfect work, man. The thing's just not gonna go the way you want it to go, man. When you want it to go, you know. And you think you finna plan some shit, you steady planning things, and you wondering why it ain't going the way you wanted it to go, cause you not in control. Okay, you not in control, man. Okay, the Lord is in control. So you have to let that patience. You have to be patient, man, for these things. All right, the Lord has certain things set up for you already, man. All right, you just have to walk into it, and that requires patience. You know, let's get a definition real quick. Patience says forbearance, perseverance. Let's see. It says the capacity to accept or tolerate delay, trouble, or suffering without getting angry or upset. That's right, man. All right, because you don't wanna act out in those things. You wanna let patience have its perfect work, man. You know, it says any of various forms of card games. Oh no, that's some other shit. But the first one says the capacity to accept, tolerate, tolerate delay, trouble, or suffering without getting angry or upset. All right, without basically bugging the fuck out, man. You know, without getting offended, right? Because you know, as the scriptures also say, um, you know, don't make it seem as if some strange thing happened unto you. You know, um, let me see if I can pull that. Let's see. Yeah, okay, yeah, come on. First Peter 4:12, of course. It says, Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. Right, nothing strange happening to you, man. It's not out of the ordinary, man. All right, it's strange. It says unusual, weird. It says unusual or surprising in a way that is unsettling or hard to understand. Right? Not previously visited, seen, or encountered. Unfamiliar or alien. Like, right? Don't. So when that trial come upon you, man, you should, man, just gear up almost, man. Just shit. Boom, boots on the ground. Understand? You call upon the name of Yahweh Shai. Do what you have to do, man. You know, within the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. All right. But lean upon the Lord, man. Seek the Lord, man. Okay. Don't make it seem like some strange happened, man. But you know, as you know, things get tougher. You know, we get tougher. The challenges as well too, man. You know, um, so we have to keep that in mind as well. Speaking to myself first and foremost, man, because it's not a time period, all right, where okay, yeah, you made it to this point, but and then you know, everything else should be easy. No, it keeps getting hard. It keeps getting harder, man. It keeps going. It does, man. Because me and the brother was talking a couple of days ago, man. Basically, man, you only good as your last game, you know. And you know, Lord willing, man, we endure all the way until the end, man. Because as it says in Matthew, that you know, he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved, man. You know, enduring with these tribulations. That's what we had in the beginning. Is Acts 14 and 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High. Yeah, much tribulation, man. All right, many trials. You know, many. Hey, let's look it up. We got the internet. Had much trouble. Look, trouble. It says a cause of great trouble or suffering. Many sufferings. You know, because the faith worketh patience itself. You even believing in Yahweh Shem Shai makes you suffering already for believing, man. Because guess what? You believe in Yahweh Shem Shai. You don't believe that this world was stacked up correctly. You don't believe it was the foundations of it. You see how corrupt it is, and you know how it's just anti-life, man. Anti Yahweh Shai, anti Hamashiach, anti everything, man. Anti-life, man. You know, everything's upside down. Fucking, how the fuck can a human being be a cat and you marry a oak tree? And you got, you know, those same sex marriages as well, man. Same sex marriages, all this shit. Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, everything all over again, man. All right. So that means you already have to suffer those things, and on top of the hell you gonna catch for even being believing and being in His faith, man. All right. Well, basically, you knowing is half the battle. You know, now you have to walk through it, as the Apostle Gabar said. You know, you gotta walk through it, and damn sure hit way harder in the walk. You know, it hit way more harder in the walk, and it makes the understanding that much more deeper as well, man. So it balances itself out in a way, and you know, you just got to continue. You got to keep moving forward, man, because this is what confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith. Let's see. Oh no, I got some. This Romans 8:16. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High, and if children, then heirs, and then heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Hamashiach. If so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. That's right. You know, so that's why we're suffering through this thing, because I think it was Paul. What did he say? We should be. It don't appear where we shall be, but we know we should be like him when he arrived. You know. So when Yahweh Shai arrives, he's gonna arrive in that glory. He's already in that glory. Okay. And when he arrives, he's gonna beam up the elect. All right, he's gonna deliver salvation unto the elect, and what they're gonna be glorified as well on that same level, not on that same level, but in that same glory. You know, because you know the Lord is the author and the finisher, man. Okay. So we're gonna be in that. The Lord is we're gonna be likened unto that glory, man. All right. So we have to suffer, and it's part of prophecy. You know. It says we suffer with him that we may also be glorified together. For verse 18, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. It says, let me grab this. Okay, it's John, actually. Well, that's what it's saying. Okay, yeah, this 1 John 3:2. It says, beloved, now we are the sons of the Most High, and we just had that. This Romans 8:16. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High, and if his children, then heirs and heirs of the Most High. All right, and then here it says, 1 John 3:2. It says, beloved, now are we the sons of the Most High, and it does not yet appear what we shall be, because that we ain't there in that glory yet. We're um you know we're striving to get to that glory, man. Okay, through much tribulation, man. It says, but we shall know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. And the Lord said he's coming back as an angelic force. Okay, so we're going to be likened to that same glory, man. Okay? It says, and every man that hath this hope in him purify himself even as he is pure. And hope and faith is synonymous, man. Okay? Because this is faith is pure. Okay? And when the Lord change us out of these vile bodies, man, we're gonna be pure, man. Okay. But right now we have this pure doctrine, right? We have this pure doctrine which is able to purify our minds, man, our spirits. Is able to clean up our hearts, purify our hearts. You know. So you know, basically, I know the point was made. You know, but yeah, it's the same glory, man. You know, because it says, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present times are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." And that's the revealing, man. When he come, it says, when he shall appear, we shall be like him, right? And that's part of that glory, man. You know. So the sufferings are this is why we suffer, because we know that these sufferings, we just know that, it's gonna be worth it, man. We just know Yahweh Shem Yahushai is gonna over exceed, man. Okay, so to the best of our ability, man, we serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai and endure the battles, man. Just keep pushing, keep the faith, keep believing. And I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, man. Exhorting myself, man, because I pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushai that I continue and that I can deal with my sufferings and my battles and continue to serve him through the tribulation, man. You know, though it's like, man, all odds are stacked against us, man. But man, we keep on pushing, man. We see that Yahweh Shem Yahushai is perfect in his timing, man. Okay, and we see it through the prophecies, man, and they're speaking, man. So we have to hold fast to what we have, man, until the Lord comes, man. Okay, until then, to say the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. Okay, spirit of prophecy, man. Okay, and the Lord did indeed suffer. Okay, so we being in His spirit, being in that we have to suffer these things, man. All right, we got to suffer the prophecies to come. All right, we got the mercy of that, man, for those to come to pass. This is the word of the Heavenly Father. All right, through the only begotten. The Lord is in complete control of that, man. All right, so we have to have patience and long suffering, just as He did, man. And I ain't gonna continue scrambling and rambling. Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. Man, I'm going to close out giving all praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. And so double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well, being a great example for us younger brothers in this truth, and the sincere Akim throughout the four winds, pushing this word in all truth, righteousness, sincerity, faith and all diligence to you. I say Shalom. Abba, Abba, and Kwandi, elect of Yasha'Allah.